Only 15 seconds left, don't scroll. Archangel Michael says, a 1 trillion miracle is being released in your name tonight. Archangel Michael is begging with tears, heaven is crying to call you. This is not just a message you stumbled upon. This is a divine appointment. There is no time left to delay. This is not another ordinary day, not just another hour. Archangel Michael, the one who fought against darkness, the one who wars for the children of God, is pleading, not with commands, but with tears. Yes, the angel of battle is crying. He sees the pain inside you. He sees how close you are to the miracle. He sees how hard it's been to hold on. If you believe this is for you, like this video now, because someone in heaven is writing your name with light. This trillion miracle is not money alone. It's not about wealth and numbers. It's the miracle that lifts your name before the throne of God. It's the healing you thought would never come. It's the peace that passes understanding. It's the chains falling off your generations. It's your family being saved. It's your destiny rising again after the enemy tried to bury it. A trillion miracle means God is releasing something into every layer of your life, spiritual, emotional, physical, generational. This is divine warfare for your release. Archangel Michael is not just an angel of strength. He is the shield between you and the powers that tried to destroy you since birth. He is heaven's warrior, heaven's cry, heaven's trumpet. And now he is speaking to your name. He is declaring that God's miracle is not delayed. He is crying not because heaven is weak, but because heaven is overwhelmed with love for you. The Father has given permission. The scrolls are open. The time is now. Comment 1111 if you can feel this moment is sacred and personal for you. The Spirit of the Lord is hovering where you are. You're not just watching something random. You are being called, set apart, anointed in silence. Some of you have been feeling like you are breaking, but in truth, you are being remade. The shattering you feel is not the end. It's the sound of old chains falling. And Archangel Michael has been guarding every step of your way, even when you couldn't see it. There were nights the enemy had plans to steal your mind, to break your family, to drown your faith. But the sword of the angel clashed with that darkness, and you lived through things that should have ended you. You lived, and that's why this miracle is yours. Not because you were always strong, but because God never left you. The miracle is wrapped in fire, not to burn you, but to refine everything around you. The miracle is carried on wings of angels because it is too heavy for human hands. This is the kind of miracle that rewrites destinies, that makes doctors confused, that makes bills disappear, that makes courts reverse decisions, that makes hearts that turned cold come back warm. This is the miracle that shifts everything. Comment 222 if you trust that this word was sent for your heart, right now. Let your heart know that God did not overlook your tears. Every prayer that left your lips when no one else was around was heard. Every time you didn't give up even though you were breaking inside, heaven documented it. And now that record is being redeemed with power. A miracle so large it shakes the foundations of your life is coming, not because of who you are, but because of who your God is. Archangel Michael is not whispering. He is pleading. His sword is drawn not in fear, but in preparation. The enemy knows something is being released. That's why the warfare has been so intense. That's why your emotions have felt stretched. That's why you've had dreams that feel like warnings and days that feel like tests. You are not being punished, you are being protected. The delay you felt was never a denial. It was God working behind what your eyes couldn't see. You didn't lose time. God is redeeming time. He is about to fold seasons together and place miracles in your path so suddenly it will make you weep. You won't have to fight for it with flesh. You will stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. The wind will shift in your favor. This miracle is not random. It has your name engraved in holy ink. Your children's names are in it. Your future is in it. Your healing is in it. Your home is in it. Your breath, your joy, your mind, your ministry, your creativity, your peace, all of it is wrapped in this trillion miracle that was sealed in heaven before you were born. Heaven is not waiting on anything else. The trumpet has sounded. The decree is written. The angels are moving. This is not a call you can ignore. The sky is open and Archangel Michael is standing between you and everything that tried to keep you down. Let your spirit rise. Let your tears fall. Let your heart soften. You are being spoken to by heaven, not forgotten. You are being remembered by God in a way that shifts everything. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. God's promises do not return void. His word is not empty. His voice creates. His presence restores. His love remains. And tonight, that love is falling like fire, soft and powerful, fierce and tender. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this by mistake. You are hearing this because heaven is knocking, calling, crying out for you. You are not too late. You are right on time for the miracle that carries your name. God is releasing something that will not just touch your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. Generational blessings are being activated. The curse that chased your family ends with you. Because you said yes. Because you dared to believe. Because you chose to hold on one more night. This miracle carries the weight of heaven's joy. It is not light. It is not temporary. It is not ordinary. It is massive, eternal, holy, and filled with the breath of God Himself. This 1 trillion miracle is not measured in human terms. It is not just about something you receive in your hands but about what awakens in your soul. This miracle restores what life drained out of you. It lifts what you could no longer carry. It puts back the pieces no one else knew were broken. And it comes not because you earned it, but because God's mercy chose you. Comment 555 if you feel something breaking open inside your spirit. There is a reason you are still here. Every battle, every sleepless night, every moment you wanted to give up but didn't, heaven saw it all. You have been carried in the silence by angels assigned to your destiny. You were never alone, even in your most desperate moments. You may not have heard their voices or seen their wings, but their presence kept you from falling into what was meant to destroy you. You were surrounded by divine protection long before you knew what you were being protected from. Michael weeps not from sadness, but from a holy love that is too big for words. He has seen what is coming for you, and he cannot keep still. Heaven is not distant from your pain. It is moved by it. Heaven is not delayed in its response. It is precise. It is perfect. And now, heaven is rejoicing because the release has begun. The floodgates are opening over your life, and the weight that sat on your chest for too long is being lifted by the hand of the Almighty. There are things breaking off you that you didn't even know were clinging to your spirit. Generational chains, lies spoken over you, doubts that crept in during long nights, everything is being stripped away by the light of God's truth. You are not what the pain tried to make you. You are not what the enemy whispered in your weakness. You are not what people decided when they did not understand your calling. You are chosen. You are covered. You are carried. You are destined. You are being called into deeper trust. This is not a surface moment. This is a holy shift. This is where God says, "What I started in you, I will finish." This is where the enemy falls back. This is where the heavens fight for you. This is where your heart begins to remember who you are. Archangel Michael is not standing for you by chance. He stands for you because heaven values your life more than you will ever fully understand. Comment 12:12 to declare that you are stepping into God's timing. You are not waiting for something that may never come. You are standing in the first few seconds of something that is already happening. You may not see it yet, but every second from this point forward is different. You may still feel the echoes of the past, but they are fading. You may feel fear rise, but it no longer holds authority. You are walking into the reality that you were born for. You are walking into the purpose that has been fought for, cried over, and sealed by God's hand. And Michael, the one who fights with fire in his eyes and the authority of heaven in his voice, walks ahead of you, clearing the path, removing the traps, breaking down every wall the enemy built against your promise. He is not a symbol. He is not a myth. He is a warrior of the Most High God, and he stands with you because your time has come. This is the hour of restoration. What was stolen is coming back multiplied. What was broken is being rebuilt stronger. What was ignored is now being honored. The stone the builders rejected is becoming the cornerstone. You are not overlooked. You are being crowned. God's Spirit is hovering over you, and the warmth you feel right now is not from the room around you. It is from the nearness of the Holy One. His presence is not visiting you lightly. It is resting on you, settling deep, shifting every part of your life that needs his breath. What others called impossible, he calls finished. What others doubted, he is now unveiling. What you buried in grief, he is resurrecting with joy. There is joy coming that doesn't have an explanation. There is peace arriving that doesn't require logic. There is strength growing inside you that was planted by pain, but watered by heaven. Comment 777 to stand in divine perfection and rest under God's covering. This moment is not for everyone. It is for those who have endured the breaking, who have known the crushing, but still chose to believe. It is for those who cried themselves to sleep but got up again with trembling faith. It is for those who have been faithful in the quiet, in the background, in the places where no one clapped or cheered or noticed. Heaven noticed. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The miracle you are receiving is personal. It is holy. It is fierce. It is specific. God did not forget what He promised you. He is not slow. He is not far. He is here. He is now. And He is not coming alone. He sends His army. He sends His angels. He sends Michael to say, "Rise, beloved, rise." You have been anointed for this. You have been chosen for this. The delay was not denial, it was preparation for the magnitude of what is now being released. You are walking on ground that has been soaked in the prayers of saints. You are standing on promises that have not been forgotten. This moment has been in motion for longer than you can imagine. It has been carried through generations, through tears, through storms, and now it is here, and it is yours. The voice of God is hovering over your life with fire, and Michael, the great Archangel, is standing close with a cry in his chest, because he sees what is coming next. His tears are not from pain, but from awe. Comment 999 if you feel the presence of God resting near you. Heaven has always seen you, even when you were hidden. The angels knew your name when you were still learning to walk. They rejoiced over you when the world overlooked you. They guarded you when you didn't know you were in danger. They stood by your bed when you cried out in the dark, when you whispered prayers through clenched teeth, when you felt like giving up but didn't. You were never out of God's sight. You were never unprotected. Michael is not just here to watch over you. He is here to war for you. There are things breaking behind the veil that you will feel as peace, but make no mistake, what feels like stillness in your life is a war being won in the spirit. What seems quiet is actually the sound of enemies fleeing. What seems calm is actually the covering of God shielding you from battles you will never even see. That's how loved you are. That's how seen you are. Your life is not small. Your life is not forgotten. The weight you've carried was heavy because the calling over you is heavier. You have been walking through fire not to be burned, but to be refined. You have been broken open not to fall apart, but to be filled with something greater. And now, that greater is coming. Now, that fullness is here. This trillion miracle isn't about a number. It's about the kind of breakthrough that rewrites your future. It's about healing you didn't think was possible. It's about the door that no one could open, being opened by the hand of God Himself. It's about the chains that were passed down being shattered once and for all. It's about the promise that seemed lost being placed in your hands in perfect timing. Comment 10:10 to stand in agreement with heaven's perfect order for your life. The enemy tried everything to stop you because he knew what was coming. He saw your potential even before you believed in it. That is why the pressure was so intense. That is why the loss hurt so deep. That is why the silence was so long. But through it all, you kept walking. You kept holding on. You kept breathing, even when it felt like your chest was breaking apart. And because of that, because you endured, the gates are opening. Michael stands at those gates, and with his sword raised, he speaks over your life, not in a whisper, but in a voice that shakes the darkness. This one belongs to God. This one is covered. This one will rise. This one is protected. This one is marked. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where heaven needs you to be, and now the release begins. The miracle begins. The outpouring begins. And it is not slow. It is not unsure. It is not small. It is sudden. It is holy. It is irreversible. It is yours. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your heaven-aligned, God-orchestrated, angel-defended season. There will be no more false starts. There will be no more wondering if it's real. You will know. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it in your hands. And once it begins, it will not stop. God is not giving you a glimpse, He is giving you overflow. He is not touching the surface, He is restoring the foundation. Michael weeps because he knows what this means. He knows the fire you walked through. He knows the prayers you never said out loud. He knows how hard you fought just to stay standing. And now, he sees the glory that is being poured into your life like oil. He knows the angels are dancing, because another one has crossed the threshold into destiny. Comment 15:15 if you're ready to walk through the door God has opened just for you. You were never meant to carry this alone. That's why heaven sent Michael. That's why heaven sent this word. That's why heaven is shaking for your name. Because this isn't just a blessing, it's a rescue. This isn't just a season, it's a shift. This isn't just encouragement, it's a calling. The cry of heaven is louder than the noise of fear, louder than the lies of the enemy, louder than the regrets of your past. And that cry is calling you home. You don't need to earn this. You just need to receive it. God has already chosen you. The angels have already been dispatched. The miracle is already unfolding. All that's left is for your heart to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to freedom. Yes to the covering of God. Yes to the future that is already being written with light. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The place that felt forgotten. The place that felt unworthy. The place that felt like it would never heal. God is not passing you by. He is stopping for you. He is reaching for you. And He is moving through His servant, Archangel Michael, to make sure you know this is not ordinary. This is divine intervention. This is the Father saying, enough. Enough of the suffering. Enough of the fear. Enough of the silence. Enough of the waiting. What you are stepping into now is not man-made, not luck, not coincidence. It is holy. It is scheduled by heaven. It is marked by blood. And it has your name written into it with fire and love. Comment 1717 if your spirit knows this is meant for you. Archangel Michael is not weeping because something is ending. He is weeping because something is beginning, something holy, something radiant, something powerful. He is watching the veil being torn open over your life. He is watching as the throne room releases what was held back for such a time as this. Not because you begged. Not because you bargained. But because you were always meant to carry this blessing. You were always meant to carry this light. You were always meant to walk in this divine calling. God knew every detour you would take. He saw every wrong turn, every delay, every fall. And still, He chose you. Still, He trusted you with the promise. Still, He sent angels to cover you while you wandered. Still, He waited with love that never ran out. And now that the moment has come, heaven is not quiet. It is celebrating. It is roaring. It is rejoicing, because you are awakening to what was always yours. You are not just surviving anymore. You are being resurrected. There is a lifting happening. The weight is coming off your soul. The heaviness that sat on your chest like a stone is breaking, melting, being replaced by peace that cannot be explained. The kind of peace that tells your body you're safe now. The kind of peace that tells your heart it can finally rest. Not because the world got easier, but because heaven drew closer. The presence of God is doing what no one else could do for you. The Spirit is speaking over your life louder than the voices of doubt. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to explain why you kept going. God saw it. God knew it. And heaven honored it. That's why this miracle is yours. Because even in your quiet pain, you still held on. Even when you wanted to give up, something inside you still whispered, God is able. And that whisper shook heaven. Comment Amen if you feel that whisper growing louder in your spirit now. Michael moves with purpose. He does not come for every battle. He comes for the ones that change everything. And tonight, He is not standing beside you in silence. He is lifting His voice in the heavens, crying out with a fierce joy because He sees the chains falling. He sees the strongholds breaking. He sees the angels surrounding your home, your children, your health, your future, and placing seals of protection that no enemy can break. What was once vulnerable is now surrounded by fire. There are things that used to shake you that will no longer touch you. There are thoughts that used to consume you that will now be silenced by the voice of truth. There are fears that used to chase you that will now fall flat when they see who walks beside you. Because you are not walking alone. You never were. But now, you know it. Now, you feel it. Now, you are standing in it. You are standing in divine territory. You are stepping into the space where miracles manifest not just in stories, but in real time. You are living the pages of the Bible, because the same God who parted seas and raised the dead is breathing life into your desert, right now. And that breath is unstoppable. That power is unshakable. That love is irreversible. You will not return to what broke you. You will not go back to what drained you. The God who has called you forward will not leave you stranded. His glory surrounds you now like a wall of fire. His angels have encamped around you with shields drawn and eyes fixed on your journey. You are not just recovering. You are being renewed. You are being restored to something greater than what you lost. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this renewal. Your name has been spoken in places you've never stepped into yet. Your name has been sung in the courts of heaven. Not in shame. Not in judgment. But in honor. In joy. In divine celebration. Because you are a child of the Most High, and the world has yet to see the fullness of what God has planted in you. But it's coming now. The timing is here. The doors are opening. The light is shining on the path you were always meant to walk. Every day you thought was wasted is now becoming the foundation of a testimony that will bring healing to others. Every night you cried alone is now echoing in heaven as worship. Every scar you carry is now shining with the light of survival. And Michael sees it all. He stands not as a distant observer, but as a fierce protector, with the authority of heaven behind every step he takes on your behalf. This is not temporary. This is not emotional. This is not imagination. This is spiritual truth. This is heavenly movement. This is the kind of miracle that becomes a turning point in your story forever. Let it fall. Let it rest. Let it move through every part of your life until there is not one area untouched by the hand of God. You are covered. You are chosen. You are walking under open heaven. And what's being released now will not be taken from you. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Heaven does not cry out unless something holy is being born. And tonight, as the tears of Archangel Michael fall like light across your path, he is not mourning. He is rejoicing with a sorrowful joy, because he sees what heaven has written about you. He sees what God has kept hidden for the right time. And that time is here. It is now. This is the hour that was waited for, prayed for, battled for. Comment Amen if your heart knows this is real and holy. There is a holy shaking happening, not to break you, but to break open everything that was locked. You may have thought certain dreams were buried too deep. You may have believed that too much time had passed. But the God you serve is not limited by clocks, calendars, or human understanding. He is the God of the impossible. And when He moves through every barrier, every wall, every lie, every delay. He moves like thunder in the Spirit, and nothing can stand in His way. Michael stands where the war has already been won, watching over you not with pity, but with pride, because He sees the light you carry and the legacy you are walking into. You are not just being delivered, you are being launched. You are not just surviving, you are stepping into divine authority. You are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming a blessing for generations after you. Comment 11:11 if you believe something has been released over your family line. The enemy thought you were fragile, but heaven knew you were fierce. The enemy thought your silence meant surrender, but heaven heard it as sacred endurance. What tried to break you could not touch what God had sealed inside you. And tonight, that sealed part of you is breaking open, not in pain, but in glory. The kind of glory that heals old wounds. The kind of glory that changes your atmosphere. The kind of glory that causes miracles to happen in your sleep, in your home, in your relationships, in the hidden places only God sees. Michael is not alone in this moment. There are legions of angels surrounding you, whispering words of strength into your spirit. They are preparing the way, clearing the path, silencing every voice of fear that tried to haunt your nights. This is not hype. This is not wishful thinking. This is what happens when heaven decides it is time. And heaven has decided. Heaven has cried. Heaven has spoken. You are not an accident in this hour. You are a vessel being filled. You are a light being reignited. You are a son, a daughter, a chosen one, handpicked by the Creator of the stars to carry a fire that the world cannot put out. You are the one who survived the storm, not to remain silent, but to rise and shine. And shine you will, not with pride, but with presence. The presence of God that now wraps around you like a blanket, steady and warm, fierce and comforting. Comment 222 if you trust this is your appointed moment from God. The Spirit of the Lord is hovering over your life, not with a threat, but with a promise. The promise that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The promise that what was meant for harm will be used for glory. The promise that you are more than what hurt you. The promise that you are being transformed, not into someone new, but into who you really are, the person God dreamed of before time began. Michael sees your name inscribed in the scrolls of heaven. He knows the assignment on your life. He knows the beauty that was buried beneath sorrow. And now, He weeps not because of what you lost, but because of what is about to be restored. He weeps because He sees how God is turning your ashes into honor, your fear into fire, your waiting into worship. This miracle is not a small shift. It is a divine eruption. It is the kind of move that causes ripple effects in the generations that come after you. It is the kind of shift that breaks the chains you didn't even realize were on your soul. It is the kind of healing that restores parts of your heart you gave up trying to fix. The light of God is pouring over you now, soft and strong, silent and wild. It knows exactly where to go. It is filling the cracks, flooding the empty spaces, waking up the dreams you thought were long gone. And as it moves through you, Michael stands guard over your breakthrough. Not one part of this miracle will be stolen. Not one seed of this blessing will fall to the ground. God has ordered it. Heaven has backed it. And no force in hell can stop it. You are walking into days of divine clarity. The confusion is lifting. The fog is clearing. The torment is ending. Where there was chaos, there will be stillness. Where there was noise, there will be peace. Where there was fear, there will be fire. You are not waiting anymore. You are walking in. You are stepping through. You are rising. Heaven has wept for this. And now heaven rejoices. Because you said yes. Because you didn't give up. Because you dared to believe one more time. This is not just another message to listen to and move on from. This is a divine announcement. This is a spiritual release of something that has your name written into its foundation. This is a 1 trillion miracle moving with purpose, led by the tears of Archangel Michael and the hand of the Almighty God. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance, instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There has never been a moment quite like this in your life. Not because you've never known God, but because now, right now, you are being invited into a different kind of knowing. A knowing that doesn't come from sermons or songs, but from personal visitation. A knowing that reaches past your mind and into your bones. The kind that sits with you when you're alone. The kind that covers you when you are too weak to speak. That is the place this miracle is being planted. Comment Amen to welcome this miracle into every hidden part of your soul. There are some things that words cannot explain and emotions cannot hold, but the Spirit understands it all. He sees your full story. He knows every reason you almost gave up. And He has counted every time you still chose to believe, even when your belief was only a whisper. And that whisper reached heaven. That whisper is why this release is coming to your life in a way that will never be taken from you again. You have been through too much for this to be temporary. This isn't another moment of hope that fades. This is a permanent change in the spirit that will mark everything that comes after. Archangel Michael is not standing over you with pity. He is standing over you with reverence. Because the strength it took for you to keep going, through heartbreak, through silence, through disappointment, is a strength only the heavens fully understand. The heavens cried with you. The heavens fought for you. And now, the heavens are responding. The roar of the throne is not a threat to you. It is your defense. It is your covering. It is your confirmation. It is the declaration that you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not left behind. Everything you thought was slipping away is being gathered again. Everything you thought was broken beyond repair is being rebuilt stronger than before. Everything that left you feeling empty is being filled with glory. Comment 777 if you feel the atmosphere around you is shifting right now. Michael is not only weeping for the breakthrough. He is weeping for what he knows will be born from it. He sees the healing that will flow from your story. He sees the peace that will replace your panic. He sees the joy that will rise from the ruins. And he stands not just to fight for you, but to honor you. You may feel ordinary, but to heaven, you are sacred. You are a resting place for God's power. You are a carrier of divine purpose. This miracle is not just financial. It is not just physical. It is not just emotional. It is all of those, and more. It is the kind of miracle that flows into every corner of your life, saturating your days with peace, renewing your nights with rest, turning your waiting into birthing. What felt delayed is now right on time. What felt too far gone is now resurrected. You are not walking alone through this. God is not just watching. He is with you. His Spirit is hovering over you, not in judgment, but in tenderness. His arms are wrapped around your weary heart. And Michael, God's appointed guardian for moments like this, stands like a pillar of fire, guarding the promise that is being handed to you. This is not the end of your story. This is the place where everything turns. This is where sorrow makes way for strength. This is where God says, "Now watch what I do with what hurt you." And you will watch. You will see things unfold that you prayed for years ago and forgot. You will receive answers that were delayed, not denied. You will walk into rooms you once thought were locked forever. Comment 999 if your heart is ready to let go of what was and walk into what God has prepared. There is nothing more powerful than a promise spoken by God and guarded by angels. And that's what's happening now. The words spoken over you by the Lord have been echoing in heaven since before your first breath. And though it looked like time was running out, it was only God preparing the moment for a bigger glory than you expected. The tears of Michael carry the weight of heaven's compassion. He does not cry for weakness. He cries for holiness. He cries when the glory is too beautiful to contain. And tonight, he cries because what is being written over your life is not just victory, it's legacy. A holy, lasting, world-shifting legacy. You will not only be healed. You will become a healing place for others. You will not only be delivered. You will carry the light for others in darkness. You will not only receive. You will overflow. And that is why this 1 trillion miracle is not measured in earthly numbers. It is measured in divine multiplication. What God is doing in you will spill into the lives of those around you. It will break curses in families. It will rebuild broken homes. It will lift children, restore marriages, protect generations. All because you said yes to God, even when it hurt. Even when it was quiet. Even when no one saw. The 1 trillion miracle that is falling on your name tonight has been released with such force that it is shaking the foundations of everything that once kept you bound. The moment your name was whispered from the throne, heaven responded. The moment the scroll with your story was opened, the angels took their places. Archangel Michael did not come quietly. He came with a cry. He came with urgency. He came because your time has come. Comment Amen to open the gates of this release in your spirit. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads, and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Heaven never cries for nothing. The tears of Michael are not sorrowful. They are sacred. They are full of awe, because what God is doing in you is no small thing. He is not patching up your life, He is rebuilding it completely. From the inside out. From the places no one saw. From the memories no one understood. From the dreams that even you had buried. This miracle is going to touch the people around you. It is going to shake loose the weight off your family. It will speak into your bloodline and say, it ends here. The curse ends here. The fear ends here. The cycle ends here. Heaven is not asking for permission. It is releasing authority. And Michael stands with a flaming sword over your household, declaring protection, favor, and divine restoration. What tried to break you is about to witness your rising. The same ground you fell on will be the ground you dance on. The same nights you cried through will be the nights you sleep in peace. The same people who overlooked you will not be able to ignore what God is doing in your life. But this isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about fulfilling everything that was spoken over you before time began. Comment 1717 if you know this word is sitting deep in your spirit and pulling you higher. You are not too late for this. You are not too far gone. God has not overlooked you. He has been walking with you, crying with you, fighting for you. The reason you are still standing is because heaven refused to let go. And now, all of heaven is standing to its feet because you're about to step into the fullness of your destiny. This miracle is not an emotional high. It is a spiritual shift. It is a mantle being placed on your shoulders. It is the kind of glory that others will feel when they stand next to you. It is the kind of fire that purifies and ignites at the same time. It will not just bless you, it will awaken everything around you.